Hey everyone, this is Tim from YourSixGaming. Today in this video, I'm going to show you how to use a controller and pick up items extremely quickly in Call of Duty Warzone. So let's go ahead and jump into this video right now. So I'm in a plunders game of Call of Duty Warzone, and I'm going to show you how to pick up items extremely quickly. And this is just an example of how quickly you can pick up items in Call of Duty Warzone. So if I go ahead and drop my gun, watch how quickly I can swap between all the different items just by pressing one button. You don't have to hold it down, which is very nice. So let's go over to this crate and open it and just swap out all these different weapons and just pick them up extremely quickly. And here's a really good example of how quickly you can go ahead and switch between the different weapons. Now let's go ahead and pick up this. And how do I do that? Now usually you would have to hold it down just to swap out the weapons. But if I go to options and then select options under controller, if I scroll all the way down to use/reload behavior and I go to contextual tap, I can tap to reload or to use with priority on use when possible. Holding the button down always reloads. So what this means is to pick up an item, I'm just tapping the square button instead of holding it down. So that's why when I go ahead and select a weapon like this one, I can just keep tapping just to switch out my different weapons. Now there is a downside to this is I can tap to reload or I can tap to pick up. But what if those two functions are at the same time? So for example, if I want to reload and I'm hovering over this gun, I'm not going to be able to reload my weapon. What I would actually have to do is hold down the square button to reload. So when you have two different functions like this and you want to reload your weapon, you actually have to hold it down. Now, a good example of this is when you're in a vehicle. So I have a vehicle right here. What if I was in the passenger seat and I want to reload? Well, this is going to happen. You're going to jump out. And a lot of times this happens when you're in trouble, you're in hostile territory, and you jump out and you get eliminated by enemies. So when you're in a vehicle like this and you want to reload, remember you have to hold down the square button to reload. Otherwise, you're just going to get out of the vehicle. So you can go ahead and just open up doors extremely quickly. All other functions you can go ahead and do much quicker than you would before. Now there is another option setting called tap to use, and that's pretty much just going to say anytime you want to reload you have to hold it down. But when you're picking up an item, it will always be tap. So for some people this may be a little bit better because you'll never have those kind of situations where you're in a vehicle and you're trying to reload but you tap it, because the function will always be hold to reload. So it might save you. So go ahead and look at the different settings for use/reload behavior, tap to use or contextual tap. I prefer contextual tap because it's so much easier just tapping square to reload. But remember, you have to hold it down when there's two different functions or when you're in a vehicle. So if this video did indeed help you out, go ahead and leave it a thumbs up and subscribe to YourSixGaming down below for more Call of Duty videos coming up next.